What's up, everybody? I never scheduled from this thing, so I don't know if I was live the whole time or not. So I'm not even going to be long talking about this situation about with Azriel. But I did want to talk about it because I feel that at this point, I think R. Kelly needs to fight more. I think that he needs, and I like how Lee Stephen Greenberg came out and talked about the let's just call I don't want to call their names per se, but the Janes in the case. I think at this point R. Kelly should at least um fuck it. Azriel, Geronda, Faith. I think he should at least get his stuff from Azriel. I think he should confiscate his own stuff from her. And the reason why I only feel like talking about her because I really don't even want to talk about her. I really don't want to because she's young and because she's all over the place and because at this point I'm just irritated. But what's going on, everybody in the chat? Wow. I was like late, as late is on time for me. But yeah, I was just simply upset and a little disturbed by you cutting up his stuff. So I had put this on my community post. Let me make sure y'all could see it first. Hold on. Hopefully I can show y'all. I don't know if I can, but let's see. There we go. Okay. So I put this on my community post right here. Azriel's arguing with a problem or a phantom at this point. Now the comments from y'all on her side is making up stories that she somehow is directly communicating with R. Kelly. Really? Y'all need commentary that bad? She is upset that she indirectly and with respect got called out by his lawyer. Okay, so basically I'm saying this because I saw already some videos come across my feed from R. Kelly's side. No, from Azriel's side. Her supporters, their supporters. And they are congratulating and clapping hands because she cut up this man's coat online. And I do understand that they're trying to directly associate that with healing as it pertains to her cutting that coat up. But what I don't respect is why are you, this is not a good behavior. Now I've had situations in my life where I did some crazy things too. I got some exes that can definitely tell you about it. I don't bring those things up to glorify them. I'm not bringing them up to say, look what I did. I look what I could do. I'm bad. I'm big. I'm not. It's not to glorify those things. I tell about my experiences for the purpose of letting you know how crazy you can get and how to avoid it. Because in every one of those situations, the guy didn't want to deal with me. No one wants to deal with you when you act like that. Besides that, you have not heard R. Kelly ask for any of his stuff back as of yet. And that's a problem I got. I got that issue. When I'm not vocalizing how I feel online, I'm home when I see these things happening. When I'm not online or on live or putting it on camera, I still feel like at this point, you need to stop this from happening. You need to put a gag order on these people. They should not be allowed to speak about you if you're not allowed to speak about them. The law is coming for him, saying that he's going to obstruct justice. He's going to be intimidating witnesses. You have to fight for yourself. So I don't think it's no reason at this point that he should not be fighting for himself. I think that there's a lot of industry people, a lot of industry people right now that have R. Kelly's back. And I don't think that Azriel realized that. I don't think she knows that. She thinks that she's going to be this celebrity or whatever and have all this clout. But at the end of the day, he has a lot of people that still respect him in the industry. There's a lot of things they do in the industry that they don't want exposed. And by you running your mouth, that could stop your goals. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm not for her. I just, like I said, I don't care to speak for it. I don't care to speak on her is what I meant to say. So there's that. It's just simple as that. And to continue to read what I was saying, referring to the people that's on her side, really, y'all need commentary that bad. And the reason I say that is because the lawyer wasn't even disrespectful when he brought up the alleged victims, the people in the Jane Does, the ex-girlfriend. He wasn't disrespectful. He was respectful. He did not mention her name. And immediately she responded. And I just, you know, what I saw on her smart, what is it? Snapchat. Which I've unfollowed her. I just never got to it. Whatever. I just unfollow her from Snapchat because why am I following you? I'm not into Snapchat. I just see come up as most wanted Azriel. I just look at it or whatever. So I unfollowed her. But what I saw was she responded on Twitter today to some people that must have been coming at her for cutting up his coat, because people they go at her. I don't care to. It's not, I don't want my commentary, what I'm trying to do here, all focus on her or anybody directly else, because that's going to do me a disadvantage for what I'm trying to do. But for them, more power to you. Do what you do. I'm just saying she must have been coming back at them and responded. What I saw on Snapchat no more than 20 minutes later is her in a pink bikini on the beach showing her body. That's what prompted me to say, you know what, you want to talk, you want to be talked about, then let's talk about you. Let's go there. And I'm going to read some here, like, okay. Hey, Cora. Cora says that is not healing, that's committing a crime, and she should be charged with that. And I hope he files charges against her. And I have to say, at this point, it's time to. I see R. Kelly as somebody that is very, very, very patient and merciful. And he's probably the type of guy to say she can have that stuff. But I don't think that's right. I think that's a disadvantage on his part. I don't think you need to continue to let these people beat you up out here, and you're not allowed to speak on how you feel. And people, I understand those other people that's supporting her and her cutting up his coat, they are monetized, or they want to be monetized on YouTube. So if you want to make your 50-cent check, I mean, go ahead. But trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth doing 1,000 videos, and YouTube won't monetize anything about R. Kelly. So you're really not making any money from these topics. I understand if she wants to monetize her channel, she has all rights to, because that's her chance. Hey, I do. So I don't blame another person for what they want to do, because I heard somebody responding on that. I guess I just don't be giving a fuck about people that much to be all in their pockets and in their business and things like that. That's irrelevant to me. But what she said was, let me see if I can just pull it up and let me see if y'all see. Let's see. Nope, you don't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can pull up what she said. Y'all probably seen it. Let's see. I think it's here. And this is what she said to the people. She said, the devil hates when you start making noise and you are different. And you are no different. So basically, you the devil, just like the devil. If you really supported me, you would. But you can't, because everything I say is the truth and can't be denied. So say that's really why you mad. Well, I don't think you understand at this point, Azriel. While they may be mad over that type of stuff, even people might be jealous of her body because she shows her body as a way to get you. I don't know, in my opinion, you showing your body off, your bikini off, as a clapback. But that's not a clapback for me, because I'm not jealous of anybody. I don't have a jealous cell, bone, or anything in my body. I just don't care. So that I think she does for a clapback. And as far as you feeling like people are mad, or yes, people are mad because we supported this woman when she was with R. Kelly and she was saying one thing, and you obviously see she has 37.8 thousand followers now. She was promoting, follow me, let me get 50,000, and then I will go live. There was a lot of prompting. There was a lot of just trying to collect people, followers, and that wasn't really necessary because of R. Kelly. Let's just say people want to know what's going on with you, but it's not based on your life. It's based on your life with R. Kelly. These people actually knew him. These people actually rubbed shoulders with him. So to get in his business and get to talk to or hear from somebody that was in his life, the king of R&B, that is what they wanted. So when they're looking for on your videos and putting you out on a shade room, make no mistake about it, it's because of the clout you got off for Kelly's name. So if anything, you owe him a thank you at some point, because it wouldn't be that way. Now, I will have to go here. Before I go to the next one. She says something. Let me go back to the camera. So she says, let's see. Okay. My bad. There we go. So she said she can't respect a man to ask her to wait until after trial to chase her dreams. Now, if y'all use your mind, because I use my mind, okay? How do you think R. Kelly would feel to know that all these girls that he might love or might like, he knows you don't really want me. You want what I got. You don't really love me. Have y'all women ever been asked that by a man? I know I have. I've been asked that. Do you really want me? Or you don't? They usually say, they'll say, you don't really want me. You want what I got. Because they don't really love themselves or like themselves enough. They don't understand why you're with them. So that question might come up, or that statement might come up. That's happened to me. So if you have all these women around you that sing, oh, magically pretend to love you, pretend to want to be with you, but in return, they really want a career. How would you feel? How would you feel? When you feel used, would you feel used and abused? How would you treat the woman? You know what I'm saying? If you know this person, you've been through hell. You've been through hell with your own family and your own abuse, and you meet these women, rather young or old, okay? And they smile, you fall for them, you whatever. And then you come to find that they don't really want you. They want what you have. All this says, what she said was that she can't respect a man who would ask her to wait till after trial to chase her dreams. Now, there are two ways I could look at this, okay? To be fair, I'm going to tell you this. I feel like Azriel's not all that wrong. She's not the only one wrong in this situation, or she's not, in my opinion, because her parents brought her to R. Kelly. Her parents, their age is R. Kelly's age. They understood everything this man was accused of during that time, but yet you still bring your daughter to this man in hopes of a career. They also sign her over to him. They claim it was not to him, it was to some woman, whatever her name is, but it doesn't matter. When you sign her over to his camp, you really sign her over to him. So that's not going to buy it for me, because you're sending her off. Won't you worry about what happens to it? Doesn't matter who it's with him. It has something to do with him, and you're asking him to help her career. It's not like she's going to go and stay one night. You sent her there to live. You trusted somebody just like that with your daughter that you brought in this world. So I don't always blame Azriel and say Azriel just wanted a career. Azriel is nothing but a ratchet gold digger. I'm not going to do that to her, because she really wanted a career based on the facts. She had a channel before this ever came up. She was singing as a child. She was on stage. She did meet celebrities. It's out there. But I will have to blame her parents on that matter, because they knew what this man was accused of, and they still chose to take her on over to go sign with R. Kelly. R. Kelly's people, R. Kelly himself. So no, Azriel, I'm not going to put all the blame on you. But I am going to look at the people that brought you in this world, the people that's responsible for you. People act like this man got to be responsible for your kids. That's not how it works. Like somebody got to be responsible for everything. What about you? What about what you did? And they don't like to be the blame. They don't like to take the fault. But at the end of the day, it is your fault, because you understood very well about Aaliyah, right? You understood very well everything about him. My favorite song is Sex Me. R. Kelly has Honey Love. R. Kelly has Seem Like You're Ready. R. Kelly had the Seem Like You're Ready. He had hosts of sexual and lovemaking. Baby, 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 baby. That was our skating song. We used to go skating too. Anything you wanted, baby, 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 baby. That man is bad. I get lost. My bad, y'all. R. Kelly is the king of R&B, and the people in the industry know it. And even if they not saying it, they still know it. Okay, even to 2020, he's still the king of R&B in my book. Okay, but you knew what he was capable of. You knew the songs he played, and yet you were so hungry. I just gotta get her over here. I just gotta get this fame. I have this opportunity. This what you gonna do, girl? You know. So you can't blame that mess on nobody. And I wish that the attorney puts a gag order on her. Yeah, I wanted him to let her run her mouth for a minute. Yes, I did. Because you're going to run your mouth into a problem. You're going to tell some things that you probably shouldn't have said. That's going to give us more detail. What you've shown me, Azriel, you show me a very confrontational, feisty type of woman. For you to tell this man, tell these people, show these people cutting up this man's. I don't care if the coat, like I said, was $4 or $4,000. God damn it, it's my coat, and you ain't got no business tearing my shit up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't expect a man to stay calm at dealing with every type of woman. I don't know any men in my life that sit back docile and allow a woman, a little girl or whatever, to holler all up in his face, to point all up. Which ones do y'all know? To roll their eyes up in his face, to take and throw bleach at him and take their clothes and rip it up and act a damn nut without them getting upset. They either gonna leave you or I'm sorry to tell you. And I believe that, but based on the way that you act, you are an extrovert person. I'm an extrovert person. I've done things that way. I got mad. I did a lot of stuff, guys. So I understand where she's coming from, but I don't respect it, and it's not to glorify, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cut up. I don't believe I would do something like that. I've never done anything like that. I'm not going to do too much because I might need you. So I'm not going to go but so far with you. I know where to go. So to cut somebody's jacket up, Versace jacket, and say online that you have, what did she say? She says materials didn't abuse me. No matter how much I walked away with. I said but she said no matter how much I walked away with. That means you left, you brought took some of his stuff. You took his stuff. And that's where I have a problem with. They need to get his stuff. And that's what I have an issue with. When it comes to this whole R. Kelly situation. Fuck being nice. Fuck it. Like, stop being nice. Stop being kind. Stop being merciful. And don't say materials don't mean nothing to me. She can have it. No, get your shit. People need to learn from experience. That's what I feel. I feel like he need to get all his stuff confiscated. Show these people that you're not playing. Because the minute the lawyer put that out, let me show you what happened. We're going to see what happened in the moment. Okay, good. Okay. She said, wait, you mean to tell me you're upset about a coat you can't even wear? Out of all 3 cases you have against you, out of all the sick shit you did, you worried about a coat? That showed how sick and low of a character you really. Bitch, no. See? You gonna get cussed out. I done messed my monetization up, y'all. Ain't no monetization. I done cuss. You call these people names, you ain't getting monetized. So don't even worry about is she making money off R. Kelly. I'm not. Okay. But listen. Wait, you mean to tell me you're upset about a coat you can't even wear? Listen, little girl, it's my coat. What are we talking about here? So even I got upset. I feel that. It ain't no way you gonna take my shit that I didn't tell you to take. You just took because I'm in a predicament and I can't stop you from taking it. Take my shit and tell me I can't get upset about it? Of all the 3 cases you have against you, bitch, it ain't your business what I got against me. It's my shit. Out of all the 6 stuff you did, prove it. Because it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And I wish they realized that. If you and maybe they, I don't know. We not at the trial yet, you know? But for now, he's innocent until proven guilty. He's innocent until any type of facts, really, because I haven't seen anything substantial enough. I've heard many stories. I've heard many people, we've heard it all. We've heard it all. But the way you're acting is not of a woman that is abused or battered. It seems like you're trying to do, most of what you're doing is trying to convince people. It's like, hi, my name is this. I've been abused. Hi, look, y'all, I've been abused. Look, see me? I've been abused. Like, you're doing a lot of convincing that you've been abused. I don't know that type of a battered woman. Hey, Tex. Tex says, let's see. Let me read some of y'all comments. Excuse me. She said, hell, she did that to piss off his supporters, and he doesn't need shit that a demonic spirit wearing. But this is my thing, and you're absolutely right. But that's, see, I don't play that. You're not gonna do that. Cause see, let me tell you, when I did things like that, the cops got called on me. People, you gotta learn, and I don't, and it stopped me from doing things like that. Now I just don't go around getting upset and tearing people's stuff up because I know there's consequences. My thing is now she needs to have consequences. Kels is real nice. It's very apparent. It's very obvious. So no matter what they are saying, it's like you saying one thing. You saying one thing, but his actions has remained quiet. Like the lawyer didn't say nothing. Damn, you snapping on him, and he indirectly talked about you. Like he didn't even bring your name up. All Kels supposedly said was, my ex hates me. Ain't that what the thing said? My ex hates me. My ex hates me. That sound like, damn, I just throw my hands up. My ex hates me. You know, it's no way I'm gonna come at her. And the law is so stupid, and the law is so fucked up, and so geared to not support men at all. At all. Okay, that they're not even considering her out here on YouTube. They see what's going on. The Shade Room posts her. You know, the Blast posts her. The damn Chicago Tribune, every article on Google is posting this story. They see the sexy, promiscuous dressing, and that's her business. That's her right. I don't give a damn. It don't do nothing to me. It does not make me scared. They see the songs. It does not make me feel jealous. They hear the songs of her talking about how good it is, how juicy. They hear everything. They see it all. Yet and still, they won't defend him for nothing. It's nothing he can. It's like nothing he can say or do to prove that he is innocent. So the rest of it says, I think I read it, but I'm gonna read it again. Out of all the sick stuff you did, you worried about a coat? That shows how sick and low of a character you really are. No, that shows how desperate you are and that you won't get over him. Why won't you get over him? Why you hating? Why you mad? Listen, when you really get over somebody, you do not want anything they got. You want to give them everything back. In my opinion, and this is how I've been felt. I feel like she still want him. I feel like in her heart, maybe she don't want him, but she still love him. That's how I feel, because that's how your actions are portrayed. Don't cutting up somebody's stuff. There's emotions are tied to that. And people would say she's healing. That, come on now. Grief they say it's 5 stages to grief. It just don't happen overnight. So for them to say that's a part of healing, that's healing, cutting up somebody's stuff, displaying anger and having to deal with the consequences, it might feel good in the moment, but when have anger ever solved anything? When has it ever solved anything? If you want to heal, continue to do what you do, create your content on YouTube, continue to talk about good things, positive things, continue to sing and do whatever you want to do, but leave him out of it. Like, you can tell your story, because as long as they won't put a gag order on you, that's what she's going to do. But I think that in order to heal, you got to take the person out the equation at some point. You can't keep talking about the same person that you supposedly hate. You have to let it go at some point. So no, I don't receive that, and I don't respect that. Let me just look at my notes. So yeah, I just feel like again, R. Kelly didn't fight. He didn't fight for anything. He didn't fight for his material things because I can imagine him saying, because you know I'm into astrology, right? And R. Kelly's Capricorn. Capricorns are so fucking nice. They nice. The men, they giving. They'll give you material things. They want to give you material things. That's just their nature. They usually are, especially if they have like that. It's nothing for them to get. Don't you feel bad? You'll find yourself feeling like you tricked me because you gave this to me, made me feel special, but you gave this to her and him too because they're giving, and this is just what I know, so he can be giving these things and not having emotional ties to them like that, and that can be upsetting them too, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't want to say that she was young when she met him at whatever age. She was young when she met him. So I do blame her parents. And it's really sickening that as I sat and watched her on that video, her mom comes in there. That's not the part that's sickening me though. Not the mom. The mom came in there and said, "What are you doing?" It was with I believe whoever the man was in there that said use a knife. These people are so angry with him, but they be angry with yourself. Because had it not been for you, none of this would have happened. None of it. So stop. You got to get over that now. You got to heal from that now. You got to move on from that now because you cannot blame the one person for everything. When you brought this whole situation up and it was your doing, and that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. Let's see here. Let's see what y'all saying. Oh, thank you, Tex. You so sweet. And I appreciate that, Tex. Texas Black Diamond, for your donation. Thank you. And she says, let's see. Blame it on that money hungry daddy, Pappy manager Angelo Clary. I do, Tex. I do. I blame it on him. I blame it all on him because I see this happening. And the reason why I'm freely talking about it, because y'all out here, you're public figures. You're out here. Okay. And just like you supporting yours, we're going to support ours. So I don't want to talk about this stuff too much because you see them, how they doing, and they putting people in the motion. Hey, no, I don't want to be in the motion. Pardon y'all. Let me get my vapor here. But yeah, I do blame him because they're the ones that brought this young woman over there. They're the ones. And my problem is, to keep it real, if you know somebody got like a weakness, why would you throw it in their face? Why would you dangle it in their face? Why would you do that? Why would you take? They say that R. Kelly has a dyslexia. He has a disability, a learning disability. If that were the case, why should I feel like he's not being taken advantage of, not being used? And like I said before, because I feel strongly about it, I feel that because I've known from experience that when you want something from somebody and you pretend to love them, pretend to want to be with them, pretend to like them, that could also be the reason why he didn't help you with your career. Maybe he feels like all these, hey, Daddy Lolo, maybe he feels like all these women keep coming to me, but they don't want me. They don't love me. I got to give them something. I got to buy them something. So when you talk about material things and how they didn't abuse you, and she talked about how that's what men who abuse you do. They buy you things and think that they'll tell you what to do. Maybe you're seeing it wrong. Maybe you're seeing it wrong because, like I said, you want a career and he wants love. So what I feel like, don't try to use me for nothing. I'm a star, but is that why you coming to me? That's why you pretend to love me? How do I know you love me? So before I'm quick to because I don't do it, but before I'm quick to accuse R. Kelly of not helping her with a career and taking advantage of her youth, I can't do that. I can't do that because he didn't take advantage of shit that wasn't handed to him. For one, if that was the case, you brought it to him. You wanted that to happen. So no, just because things didn't happen the way you wanted, now you want to turn around and the story change and he's a bad guy, y'all. But I should play some of her video and see. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm not, because there's other blasts playing her video. There's so many articles. Shade Room, I'm sure, gonna get it. Neighborhood Talk, everybody playing her video, so it shouldn't be a problem if I play it. Not at all. Hold up. Oh shit. Hold up. Share audio, or y'all won't be able to hear it. Yeah, but I just got really upset with her about that. Apparently, she wants us to look. So let's look. What is this? There it is. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Enjoying some beautiful sun. Right now I'm at a private beach, so there's literally nobody here. Which is awesome because I definitely want to practice social distancing during this time. So yeah, I'm excited. This beach is so nice, guys. And the sun is amazing.
So that was that. You know, that nothing major. That is not too bad, but I did see her flaunting her body, and that's my thing. I have a right to dispute abuse when I see certain behaviors because I know what abuse looks like. Okay, and I'm not saying I don't know. Like I'm not gonna accuse R. Kelly of doing that when I don't have proof, but at the same time, you don't want to I just you want to be his I want to be honest personally, rather you or anybody like it or not. I want to be an honest person because God knows my heart. But I just personally think that is healing when you can do things for you that does not it's not looking for a gain out of something you or Kelly did for you. Like, don't I wouldn't want you to capitalize off of him. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, having your own channel, do you. I've made videos about her before, plenty. And she wants to make videos on her own channel. That's her business. In my opinion, I really don't care. However, when you doing things take is pertaining to him
He's going to
and
the
cutting up
groomers
his
first thing
stuff,
after the
that's when I
12th.
have a problem.
He's going to the groomers. Yo, Shelby is so funny, y'all.
Just want to show the part again and then get
Fucking
ready to
man
end
did.
this video.
So get your priorities together. You sound so stupid when you defending somebody. And since this coat means so much, let's just cut it up, y'all. Let's just cut up this coat. We gonna cut up this Versace. Cause look, a bitch don't give a fuck about materialistic stuff. I really don't, y'all. Trust me, I ain't never been about materialistic stuff. Like, I don't care. I do not care. And I am not the one. I will tear up all your shit in your face.
That's the part I wanted y'all to hear. And this is the thing. If it was your coat, cut it up. If it's yours, but that's not yours. That's not your property. So for you to cut up the man's coat and talk about you don't care about material things, it's a different story than it's your stuff and you cutting it up. If you want to cut your own shit up, go ahead. But that's his stuff. So I just hope he's fighting for his stuff just as hard as I am. And if he's not, R. Kelly's smart. I believe he's an intelligent man. Very much. He couldn't have been a king of R&B had he not been. So I'm sure it's definitely a method to his not saying nothing, not trying to fight for, her touching on his stuff like that. That's his stuff. And so I feel like that he shouldn't be about that. Let's read some comments. Cora says she's looking for a man to pick her up. That's a picture saying looking for money. And that's the thing. You're being very seductive, and it's not looking like it looks like you're just looking for the next person to snatch you up like that. I mean, you're young, but to me, that's not an excuse. You out here accusing this guy of being such a crazy guy, and that's how you rolling. So, thank you, Josette. Again, thank y'all all for coming to the live real quick. I just came. I didn't really want to stay long. Lisha says, my whole heart goes out to Robert. The poor man can't catch a break and have not been charged of anything. And I feel the exact way. Now I know 6ix9ine just got out. And to be honest with you, if it's based on the reasons that he says, you said it's coronavirus beach, but not private. Lord help. I know, right? I know, right? If it's based on the reason he said, I'm not going down for nobody. I'm not going down for anybody. For nobody. I'm not going down, ruining my life. I can't get a job, mess up my record. I can't live my life free, can't be with my family. And you done that to me, you done this to them. And so if it's a situation that way, you're out, but yet people like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly have to be in. That I just, again, it's another injustice, and it just is what it is. The man has not been charged, but what they go on now is the court of public opinion, unfortunately. Very unfortunate public opinion. But if I have to judge, in closing, if I have to judge Azriel in the public, her comment, she's not getting the type of support that she hoped. You're not getting it because of your actions. Because when people were most vulnerable on that Gayle King interview, the whole world tuned in, and they was really, you had them then. And at that point, what you put in them, planted in them, you said that your parents was the problem. So people stuck from that plant, that seed. They not trying to hear nothing else. Now that's where it's at. So I don't care to keep talking about Azriel, but when she do things like that, like I said, I just know that if you cut up a man's stuff, okay, ain't no real man gonna sit back and allow you to do that and live. Not saying he's gonna hurt you, kill you, or nothing, but he's gonna take action against you. What kind of man? Who's gonna let you? You said you'll do it all up in his face. You'll cut it up in his face. That's who you are. That's what you've been doing in that house. See, that makes me think you've been hitting him upside his head. You've been pushing him. You've been screaming and pointing in his face. And no, every man can't take that. Men cannot take that. God made men to be the leaders and the head of the household. Whether y'all like it or not, take it up with God. That's what he made them to be. As many feminists out here that want to be, want to be the man and wants to be the head, want all you want. You can do what you do, but at the end of the day, in a traditional relationship, when it comes to a man and a woman, a man wants to be the head. She even alluded to something crazy. Somebody called their ex a bitch in her live, and she said, "Well, y'all read that he's a bitch." So you alluding that he's into something else. Keep that to yourself, because if he don't be trying to expose him and do all that type of stuff. Don't do it. You not doing it. Don't go there. If the man was into something else, that's his right and that's his business. Don't, I just, like I said, y'all, in my opinion, they allow her to open her mouth far too long. They allow her to spill the beans, and it's all right in a way because it does help his case, especially when her and Faith got the arguing, got to going back and forth. It started to look like y'all both fighting over him. So you actually help his case when you do things like that. But when it comes to you thinking you can cut up his stuff, $4,000 Versace jacket that you took, because I didn't hear her say that he bought it for her. That's not what she said. She said it's his jacket. For you to do that, you're out of line. That's when you are out of line. Well, y'all, I'm about to roll out. Might come back and talk about something else later. It all depends. But I want to thank y'all for coming into the chat. Thank you very much again, Texas Black Diamond, for supporting me. I really appreciate you. What's up, Sheila? Says, let's see. Sheila says, "Hey, Spicy, to the Savages. Hold up. The Savages are up next with their BS and lies tonight. Really? Okay, I guess I can watch it. Check it out and see what's going on over there. Bitter. You know, it's one thing to be badder. It's another thing to be bitter. Bitter does things like that. Bitter goes online, cries, and says that I'm their tears of joy. 2 minutes later, cutting up his clothes. Is that? Let's look at. Is that joy or is that bitter? That's bitter. And it's okay to go through the grieving process when you break up with somebody. When someone dies, we go through the roller coaster of emotions, and that's healthy. They say it's healthy to go through the steps to grieve. So there's nothing wrong with that. But don't when you get online and you start talking online, like she tweeted, as if he is the one that is, like, she talking to him like they're having a communication. When she said in that video, she said that she has not talked to him, but in this tweet right here, is this the tweet? No. Yes. She says, "You mean to tell me you're upset about a coat you can't even wear?" So for Shade Room and them, they're going to perceive that, and they're going to roll with it anyway because they want to monetize off of that. It seems like you are still communicating with him and that he told you he had a problem with it, the way you worded that. And I feel like if somebody don't nip it in the bud, that's why I'm talking about it, that she might just roll with it and make people think that she might be rolling with it, make people think, lead people to believe that she is in communications with him or he tried to reach out to her, when in that video at 1842 timestamp, she said she had not talked to him at all. So no, I just don't like it. Like I said, you have no right to take somebody's stuff and cut it up. She didn't talk to him, Renee. She said it online. She said it on her live. And that's probably the good part too, is that you talk so much. You telling us, you telling on yourself, But in a way, like I said, shut her up somewhat because she's influencing some people too. Okay. Petula says, "All I can say is she needs a lot of help. Her mind is broken. She needs to give R. Kelly stuff to Joy, even the dog, because she scares me." I thought about that too. I love animals. I love dogs. And you probably, yeah, I'm a little worried. Take care of that. That's her dog. I pray to God, she's doing right with the dog. As far as his stuff, I wish he would take his stuff. I wish that Steven Greenberg, I wish that, like, and I might even put it on his Twitter to put it in his mind in case it's not in there. Get his stuff from her. Let's move with action. Like, show these people that you mean business. When you start confiscating stuff, people know you're not playing. It looks good on his side, on his part, if you take your stuff back. It's not a game. We're not playing a game. This guy needs to get his stuff back. That's how I feel. She cutting his stuff up. Don't just tell the judge that, because they don't care. And that's the perspective I see this whole thing as. I look at this as, no matter how right he is, they don't care. They want him locked up. So when you start pushing and forcing, I like how Greenberg went back and finally said something about her. Maybe it's strategic. I don't know. I like when he finally went back and said something about her, but now I'm hoping he confiscates R. Kelly's stuff from her home, because she did admit that she had more than just the coat. She had more. She said material's not a thing to her. And I wrote it down somewhere. She alluded to that. She said that she had things, material things. So there's other stuff that she have. And if you don't love somebody, let's keep it real. When you don't love somebody no more, when you don't want them anymore, you don't want to touch their stuff, you don't want their clothes, you don't want anything they got. Anything they got. You don't want nothing from them. So it's not a game. You're playing around. It's not a game. It's not a game. If you still love that man, you shouldn't be out here doing him like that. If you do, if you don't, you don't. But be either way. Right now, you all over the place. So Okay, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Some of y'all haven't seen in a long time, and I know y'all faithfully supporting R. Kelly. I really again appreciate that. Yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie says money is what she looking for from YouTube. Yeah, yeah, she is. She trying to keep that lifestyle, in my opinion. Yes, yes, and yes. Spook Bidor says she's broken. You could see it. You could see it. You could see the emotional roller coaster. I don't know why grown people are clapping their hands for her cutting up his stuff. I don't play that. Like I don't play that. That's not cute. It's not funny. And no offense to any white girls, but you're not a white girl either. So, girl, I think are you living in your head? You're Caucasian, and I love my Caucasians. I love the way they talk. I admire them. They know that. But this one kind of gives me the impression, and it's crazy because, and it ain't just me. If y'all listen, Joycelyn always talked the way she spoke. I never heard Joycelyn sound different. She's always been sweet to me. Her voice and even the way she expresses her words, she has a certain way she talk. I hear her, she sound like her. She talks like her. I don't want to do it. I'm like, should I try it? Ugh. It's just like, girl, please shut up. Gosh. She's saying, I am everything is oh God. It's just like real trying to be cute. I don't know what it is, but I know that got to get on R. Kelly's damn nerves because it gets on mine. It might not get on his though, because men be putting up with some stuff. If they like you, they like you. If they like you skinny, they like you skinny. If they like you thick, they like you thick. You know how men are. They like what they like, and they want what they want. So again, y'all, I really appreciate y'all coming. I'm about to roll. All right. Um, Thanks so much. Make sure if y'all don't mind, like the video. If you like the video, like the video. Thanks again. See y'all later.